Good afternoon, everyone, and this is Peter Tam here. Welcome to my YouTube channel on the success triangle. Yes, I'm going to talk to you about this concept called the success triangle. And today, in part one of the video, I'm going to give you an introduction on what is the success triangle. As the name depicts, the success triangle is a triangle that consists of three parts. There are three parts to being successful in life. Whatever it is you want to do, it can be your career, your studies, your relationship, your marriage, anything in life, or even at least you want to be a successful coach, a successful tennis player, a successful swimmer, and so on. There are three things that you need to master. And what are those three things? The first thing is what I call the IC. IC stands for internal communication. Internal communication, as the name depicts, is how you think. What do you talk to yourself? Every day you talk to yourself. There's this little voice in the head that keep on talking to you, whispering or sometimes even shouting loudly into your brain, into your thoughts, into your subconscious system, your belief system. There's this internal communication. And as the saying goes, as a man thinketh, so he is. That's because before you can take an action, you have to think about it first. For example, if I want to pick up this drink and I want to drink, what makes me pick up the drink? My thoughts. I have to think about picking up the drinks before I pick up this drink. So I feel thirsty. I think about having a cup of coffee, and my desire for that coffee helped me to reach out and take this cup and bring the cup to my mouth, and I drink. I take a sip of the coffee. So it is my thoughts. Before I can do anything, I have to think about it first. So it's my thoughts that determines my action. My action determines my results, and my results determine my destiny. So it's very, very important. The first thing that you need to master is your internal communication. How you think. Your thought life determines your destiny. So it's very, very important. And so this is one part of internal communication that you need to master. And the other part will be called the external communication. External communication have to do with how you deal with people, how you relate to people. Internal communication is how you relate to yourself, how you motivate yourself. Your belief system, your character, your habits, your attitude determines your internal communication, but your external communication is how you deal with other people. For no two men is an island. You can only succeed when you lead a team of people in an organization to achieve the same goals. And for that, you need to work with people, you need to motivate people, you need to have what you call an influence. And to have an influence, you need people to cooperate with you, because there's only two things. Either people, you have tension, or cooperation, right? So if the tension is high, the cooperation will be low. So to increase cooperation, you have to reduce tension. And how do you do that? There's this wonderful book called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. A wonderful book. I encourage you to look for that book and to read it. So that book teaches you how to get and how to relate to other people, how to win friends and influence people. And with the golden rule, do unto others what you would like others to unto you. I'm sure you've heard about that golden rule. It is a very beautiful principle. Do unto others what you would like others to do unto you, right? Yeah, you want love, give love. Yeah, you want people to be kind to you, be kind to other people. But that golden rule, although it's a general rule for success, it is insufficient. To be successful, you need to go from the golden rule to the platinum rule. What? There's a platinum rule? Yes, there is a platinum rule. And the platinum rule says that do unto others what they would like to be done unto. Do unto others what they would be like to be done unto. So what does it mean? No two person is alike. No two person is alike. And so you have to do unto others what they would like to be done unto them. For example, let me take fruits. Okay, I would like to eat durian, but you may not like to eat durian. So if you come and you give me durian, I will love it, right? Okay, but if you are to give going to give me for example guava, I may not like it, but you may like guava. So you would, when you do unto me what I would like to be done unto, you give me what I like, and that will be durians. So now that you know what is the golden rule, that is do unto others what you would like others do unto you, and you know what is the platinum rule, do unto others what they would be like to be done unto. Let's go one step deeper. How do you apply this platinum rule? How do you do unto others what they would like to be done unto? And to do that, you have to understand others. And as I said, no two person is alike. Every person is different from their like and dislike, from their makeup, from their background, from their upbringing, from their attitude, from their mindset and their belief system, from the way they communicate. And so there are many models out there on different personality types, but the one that I find that is simple and most common people can relate to and can understand and can apply in their daily life is what I call the 4 personality types under the DISC. So DISC are 4 characters or 4 personality types that describes the 4 types of people. And what are they? So the first one is called D. D stands for dominant. So these are the people who is very dominant. They are the driver, and they are the very direct, and they are very demanding. So these people are very result orientated. They are very result orientated. They are very determined. They are very daring. And when you go and talk to these people, you have to know how to talk to them, because they are people who want results, and they can't stand to hear problems. So don't go to them with a list of problems. If you go to them with a list of problems, they say, so what? Why tell me the problem? What's the solution? So they want the solution. So go to them, just briefly tell them what's the problem, and tell them, here is my solution. And if they like it, they say, let's do it. If not, they will propose to you an alternative solution. So this is the dominant people. And the next one is called the I. The I stands for influencer. And these are the people who are very interesting. They are people who like to talk a lot. They are the life of the party. When you go to a room, you know who the influencers are. They'll be the one telling the stories and the jokes, and they're very impressive. They're very interactive. So with these people, when you have a event, make sure that it's fun time. Make sure there's time for social interaction, networking. And if after hard day's work, let's party, let's have happy hours. So that is I. The next one is called the S. S stands for steady. So these are the people who are very steady, they are very slow, they are very supportive, they are very self-controlled, but they are great people to have as friends because they are very loyal. So, and so for them, they like the status quo, they do not like change. And the last group of people is called the people who are compliant. So these people are very competent, they are very careful, they are very cautious, but they are also very calculated. They are the people who is very systematic. They are the accountants, the engineers, the statisticians, the programmers. And so these people, they like rules. And when you give them a task, they need to have the step-by-step process, the SOP, standard operating procedures. Give them a manual and they'll follow it to the dot. So these are C. So with the different kinds of people, you relate to them differently, you talk to them differently. If you go with the D, with a lot of details and facts, or with I, they'll be bored to death. But if you go to the C, not prepared, not substantiated with a lot of documents or research, they will not buy into your ideas. So we'll talk more about that later on. Today I'm just introducing to you the success triangle. So we talk about the IC, the EC, that's external communication, and the last part is called the technical know-how. The technical know-how. So what is the technical know-how? That is the specialized skills that you learn in university. If you are a doctor, you learn about medicine, right? And if you are a chemist, you learn about all the chemical equation. And if you are an accountant, or bookkeeper, you learn about debits and credits, right? And if you are a mathematician, you learn all about numbers and formulas and trends and how the numbers relate to each other and how you solve problems with numbers. So these are your technical skills. And when you go to university, you get a degree. Mostly what you learn is a technical skills or an academic qualification. So there are three things that you must master to be successful: IC, EC, and TK. So what is most important? Many people think it's your knowledge that is most important. Well, you can have in this modern age, you can have a lot of knowledge or information that you can Google and you can find it. The ocean of information out there, the whole database. So it is not about knowing things that is very, very important. In fact, Henry Ford has been interviewed once and to test his intelligence, because they say he is, not a university graduate, or he doesn't know much, and they want to make fun of him. And so in the interview, they asked him a lot of technical questions, and some he can't answer, and he got exasperated. At last he said, please, all those questions that you ask me, all I need to do is I pick up my phone, I call any of my consultants and advisors, they will be able to give me the information at my fingertips. Why do I need to memorize them? And that is so true. Technical know-how is only 15% of your success. Research have shown that your IC, internal communication, plus your external communication constitute to more than 80% of whether you'll be successful in your career, in your life, in any endeavor or project that you undertake. And so it's so very important to learn internal communication and external communication, but there's not much or emphasis of that in your academic or your specialized knowledge or specialized education. But this is very, very important, because your IC and EC constitutes what you call the emotional intelligence, while this part, TK, can be say it is more your IQ, while the IC and EC is your EQ. Your emotional quadrant or quotient is so much more important. So in the next series, part 2 of the success triangle, I will go deeper into internal communication, and then later on I will go deeper into external communication. There's not much I will go much into technical know-how, because that is your field of expertise. That is what you are good at, your technical know-how. But it is the internal communication, external communication that's so much needed, that I will talk about in the coming series as I continue on this series called the Success Triangle. And so till I see you in the next episode, God bless, take care, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.